welcome to
Comic and Movie Show.
Already the things are getting tense. And I said, let's be civil. You know what, guys? Today,
I'm being very civil.
it's all because Deshaun. I had this like great idea. You know, the three of us love Dragon Ball Z. It's one of our favorite animes of all time. But Sean brought up a good point. Is it bad? Is it actually technically a run-of-the-mill bad anime? Mark, where are you going? Mark, where are you going? Oh God, Mark. Hey guys, no. This is gonna be a really this is gonna be a controversial topic, guys. This is all about a matter of perspective and opinion. It's all about perspective and opinion.
It's gonna be fair.
No, like we will always hold DBZ in our hearts as one of our childhood cartoons growing up. We always will. We're not bashing it. It's just a thought. Is it technically, by technicality standpoints, a bad anime? Is it? But let's start with Sean, you start.
Okay.
What are your reasons why, technicality's sake, it's a bad anime?
First of all,
You're blocking me from the shot, man.
How big you are? I'll see you.
yeah, they actually do.
Fuck you.
First of all,
You dick.
let's get this out the way. Let's get the obvious. There are technically really no stakes. If anyone dies, just bring them back. Even if they die and they're like, oh well, we can't bring them back. They'll figure out another way to bring them back. Goku saves the day almost every single time. So, where's the stakes? There's no stakes. Like I've never watched Dragon Ball Z and was actually scared of someone dying. Never watched Dragon Ball Z and was like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Like, there are no stakes. Not to mention, a lot of the villains are pretty we're bad guys. Like, there's nothing really else to them, but we're bad. Like, think about it. Love Cell, but for a guy who was an artificial intelligence, like he was created and stuff, what does he want to do? I just want to scream. I mean, Frieza. I'm just a brain. Vegeta. Vegeta's the only villain in the entire Dragon Ball Z, you know, who actually had, you know, evolution and was like, that's why he was the best character.
Boom, just psycho.
But like, none of those villains have any other layers other than we're bad guys and we want to destroy everything. Not to mention, all of their supporting characters become so irrelevant by the time Z comes around. All those guys, Yamcha, the guy with I always Tien and his little assistant. I mean, Bulma's just there pretty much to be there. She's not even that big of a deal anymore. Remember in Dragon Ball, she was a big deal. You know, she was a helper. She's nothing anymore.
Fan service.
Like, no, there's not really. And that's not even all that. Chi-Chi, oh my freaking god! Why did y'all pair her up with Goku? You can pair up the most annoying character with the fan favorite character.
Well,
Dude,
yeah.
Goku, that was dumb.
Well, that's because he didn't understand what marriage was.
He's too good of a character to
You can't keep using that excuse. He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand. What is he gonna understand at this point?
The boy was raised in a goddamn mountain since he was a freaking child.
And the flaws in Goku, which I've already pointed out before, and that was the debate that I won.
I acknowledge his flaws.
He has opened up the gateway to some of the stupidest tropes in anime. He is the reason that stupid, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I eat a lot. Thing is just all through anime. Like, it's because of him. It's because he was so good. And he did it. It worked for him. But it doesn't work for everyone else. It only really works for him. He's opened the gateway to all that crap. And like,
well, yeah, like I said, it works for him, not anyone else.
And sometimes it's just like ridiculous. Not to mention, he's weird because sometimes when he gets serious, you're just like, wait, where did that come from? And then other times he's like,
it's because Goku likes to savor his fights.
Let me
It's been proven before that he likes to savor his fights.
Not to mention, like,
he's got a very bad habit of that.
Like, the show is still good. The show is still good.
Yeah, it'll always be good.
But there is a legit argument to be made that there are shows in anime that are way better than it. I think Death Note's better than it. I think Full Metal Alchemist is better than it. I honestly do.
But it always holds a special place in our hearts.
Oh,
we're not bashing it. We're just.
It's good. It's good.
It was just an idea that we
it's
had.
Still number one. But if you really look, you
just look
back.
Take off the beer goggles.
You take your fandom off and like look at it. You're just like, yeah, okay, that's true. All right. Like, that's literally what you find yourself doing. It's okay, yeah. And everybody's named Trunks. That's the stupidest name ever. I mean, it's cool now, but man, when I first heard that name, I was like, Trunks.
Your name's after Pants.
Anyways,
you know,
and Bulma's mom who doesn't age, and no one ever brings that up, and whatever.
that stupid black cat on Bulma's dad's face. I don't understand. What the whole...
That's weird. And he never brings that up either. Like I said, there are things...
He actually does.
Yeah. You know what, though, hurts to me?
He
Like,
does-
I
he
watched
does
Dragon Ball, and I watched Dragon Ball Z, and I have to admit you're right, man. It's just like, I hate
watched
how
every
they
single
made
episode.
Yamcha completely
Every single
irrelevant.
series.
I hate what they did to Yamcha.
I hate because Yamcha in the Dragon Ball was a kick-ass guy, man. He was
Yeah.
kick-ass. He was charismatic. No, he was. In my opinion, he was
Right
kick-ass.
shit where Bulma's with Vegeta by no reason whatsoever. I don't care, Mark. I don't care that she felt sympathetic for you. The dude tried to blow
It
up.
wasn't even sympathy, really. It was more heat of the
The
moment.
dude tried to blow up the Earth.
Like, and then having a child
No.
kind of made him go salty.
The dude killed your boyfriend. Well, or pretty much it was the person who was
It was
the reason
Lackey
that-
killing him.
It was his fault. He tried
Mafia
to kill
three?
you 3 times. I think 3 times, bro.
Total 3 times, yeah.
He's threatened to kill you a minute, and you're just like, anime logic.
But honestly, Yamcha did kind of stop caring.
Well,
Because they wrote it that way.
because they
Yes,
wrote him
but
that
like,
way.
I'll
They
say
did
this
it
in my
on
retort.
purpose.
Whatever my retort is, I'll have it.
Well, are you even going to argue this fact? That Sean's the only one. I mean,
Well, I've acknowledged facts. I'm going to say they are. I do take them, and I will say they are there. But I do want to just say something. Like, I do kind of want to say some things about it. So, like, for one, like, I acknowledge that it's a very true fact that as Z came around, Tien, Yamcha, Shansu,
they all became irrelevant.
yeah, even Master Roshi. I mean, but that's
I didn't even bring that up.
Master Roshi,
He
he's
became
another one.
comedy, basically.
I
I
mean,
said.
Verve's always been your comedy.
Yeah, he was a
Perverted comedy.
badass.
That's another anime trope. The old, like, it's mostly the old guys that are
He got his
perverts.
badass moment in Resurrection event.
It took him how long to get a badass moment again?
Over 15 years.
Yeah, but I'll admit that is true. But I think that was mainly due to the fact of how, like, this isn't. I know it sounds like an excuse, but I think it's mainly due to the fact of the introduction of the Saiyans. I think that, like, when Saiyans came around, they were such a big hit with the fans. They were such a big thing that they wanted more detail on them. That's where Earthlings kind of became kind of like, we don't really care. Because think about it, when Z was first out, I mean, when you saw Super Saiyans and everything, do you really think anyone cared what Yamcha?
Well, that was another thing we didn't bring up. Super Saiyans became irrelevant, too.
Oh, that became irrelevant fast.
I will
too.
say that became less
They
special.
milked that damn thing. Like, we never talked about it because we're like, oh, cool, 2 and 3.
No, the first time Goku went Super Saiyan, that was the only time
The
I...
designs are always just top.
They milked that thing like a cow.
I'll admit that's true. But and then
Chuck it on that iron.
maybe that's why I say it's kind of like, you know, it got overshadowed because the characters, like, there was high fan demand for development in these characters, and Yamcha and Tien and Shansu and Krillin, they all that kind of talk. Krillin actually got some more development.
He got
It took a
some,
while,
but-
though.
And to be fair, I mean, like, it wasn't until after the Cell Saga that everyone stopped being irrelevant. 'Cause
The
no,
Saiyan Saga, they weren't
No,
irrelevant.
I mean,
No,
the Saiyan Saga
they
was
were
still-
training. They still did.
But yeah, but they knew they would stand a chance. Everyone,
But
they
like,
called, everyone called it that they wouldn't
But
stand
here's
a
the difference.
chance.
Here's the difference. They still had screen time. They still had spotlights.
Well, still, but still.
The problem with Dragon Ball Z is that it legitimately has a main character, and like I know this is weird to say this, but like it makes everyone else irrelevant because no matter what they do, you still know that it's Goku's show, man. It's him and his sons. It got to be his kid to save the
And I-
day.
And that brings me to my next point. You did argue that, and I'll agree, that's true. But that's also not Toriyama's fault at all, honestly, because
Well, no one's blaming him.
yeah, it's not. Like, honestly, it would have been much different. But there was such a high fan demand to keep Goku that like they couldn't change it.
Well, I got no
Honestly,
problem with Goku being the most powerful. I just got a problem with him being the guy who saves the day.
yeah, like
every
that's
time.
the thing, dude. Like,
That's why I hated how in Resurrection I have spoiler alert. I mean, if you have, go out and
you've
see
seen it by now.
Some,
If you're
just,
watching this, you've seen it by now.
but spoiler alert for those who haven't.
Amazing movie.
Vegeta, you know what? That was the first time Vegeta got his just dues, but
Yeah.
it was still Goku that technically saved the day.
Like
That
I
was
mean,
the dumbest choice that
I
they
was
made.
I was a bit miffed at that too, like for sure, because I was like, come on now.
No, I mean, like,
I mean,
Vegeta
like-
got his just dues, but I was smiling when I
But
saw
it's
him
like-
just kick the shit out of Frieza.
But
I
it's
was like, and then all of a sudden it's just like, no, Goku comes back and kills him. Like,
But here's the point. Here's the point here. It's like Toriyama originally intended for Goku to die in the Cell Saga, and then Gohan become our main protagonist. He wanted his son to take up the role, like, take the
I mean,
throne,
tell a good story,
basically.
a progressive story.
Basically. But I mean, well, if DBZ is still does progress, just not kind of
See,
way,
this is the kind
the
of
way you
shit.
like it to progress.
you know what though? That just goes to show that that sometimes fans are not always right.
Well, that's the
They
thing.
want-
Like what I'm telling you is
I'm
most
not
of
saying everyone's
like,
a dumbass. I'm
But
just
some of
saying
the points that you say right now, most of it is not due to the creators'
No,
idea.
it's not.
It's because of the fans' demand.
and sometimes the fans aren't always right. Just because you're saying
Sometimes
doesn't mean
they
you're
are.
always
But
right.
out of all the sins, I'm just calling sins that Dragon Ball Z does that
Cinema
that really bug me. It's the death aspect.
Well,
That bugs me too.
That's so relevant.
That was my
man.
next point.
It does. It just makes it hard.
That was my next point. It's because that was that was always set up. That was set up from the very beginning. Think about it. Balls that can make any wish happen.
What? But no, even in Dragon Ball, you only could wish him back once. That's it. So there was a state. Yeah, you could wish him back like once.
But that's before we found out what Piccolo really was. That he
But
was
that was escape.
Another thing is
that was
the
complete
impact of not knowing where they are. Like it's cool. Okay, you have Dragon Balls and they come back. That's you know what? I might not even mind that. But the fact that you show that they're happy and off doing all these other adventures kind of makes it like, well why am I sad?
Well,
okay,
until when
you're
Goku was
doing
dead,
that.
it was he was training with Grand Kai and all
I'm not
those guys.
sad anymore. I was just sad 2 seconds ago, but no, you're all training and about to come back.
But,
So.
but there's also the other part. Like, although the deaths themselves have no severe impact, the death scenes in DBZ still always manage to touch your heart. They
You
are
know
still
something we brought up too?
Yeah.
Why doesn't the Civil War event happen on DBZ? The fact that they keep blowing up all these planets, all these events happen because they're there, because Goku, Vegeta, and half these people are there.
Why
that-
haven't the people basically said fuck you? And
Well, that's because every time they've used the Dragon Ball switchback, their memories have been erased as well.
oh wow.
I don't want to live in a world where I have to constantly get brought back on the dead.
Yeah, but think about it. What would be like? Imagine
They're actually awful heroes, you want to be real.
But I mean, think about this.
Still drain entire cities and like none of them stop them.
Yes, but here's the thing.
Just crushed
Like,
over.
none of them were strong enough to stop him.
In Perfect Cell, Piccolo was.
Yeah, that was only after using a Kami.
Still, he was. He could have killed him. Vegeta could have killed him.
So there.
Vegeta could have killed him.
Yes, but Vegeta's pride and his arrogance.
Still, I know, but
It's just weird that all this death toll is stacking up and it's never brought
that's why
up.
that's
death
why
toll
when
is
someone
stacking
dies, it's
up.
not heart wrenching. I'm like when Vegeta blew himself
Like I was
up.
saying, that is heart wrenching.
Dude, they evaporate cities and like, and as a kid,
I knew he was
as a-
coming back.
as a kid-
If I knew, dude, Mark, if I knew he wasn't coming back, I would have cried. But since I knew they were gonna bring him back
even though you
eventually,
know he's
I didn't
coming
matter.
back, take the scene in general. It's a very
It's a
emotional
good
scene.
scene. It is. a
It
really good
is.
scene. It's
It
just,
is.
You know,
It's just, but we know he's coming back.
as a kid, when I was naive, yeah, I was emotional. But when I grew up watching it again, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
come back anyways.
Yeah, I mean, but like, still, that's the thing. You think about that, but that's with any anime. If you turn on that one little sense like you have right there, it's gonna kill it for you.
Mark, you can't be on and off.
I
with
thought
this
about-
shit.
there's some things I
You
thought
can't
about
have
when
a
I was a kid.
switch.
No, but that's the thing. It's like even you can do the same thing.
It's like what you said about the big boob thing.
No, wait, listen. You can do the same thing in comic book movies.
Oh,
If,
yeah,
if you turn on your logic switch, you're gonna kill
Well,
it.
I've heard people say that about Suicide Squad. Turn off your brain, you'll love it.
See, if you
The
turn
problem is that thing is brain dead.
that's it, if you turn on your logic switch, you would hate DC and Marvel.
Well, that's the thing.
Well, I watched those Marvel movies pretty
No, here's the thing. That's why I love DC more than Marvel. It's the fact they put in a lot of logic instead of just out of the top
More
shit.
like bullshit
What are you
pseudoscience.
talking about?
They actually put in a lot more sci-fi things.
Bullshit
Talking about-
pseudoscience.
Who's other than Green Lantern?
Who's logical? Who's logical here?
Other than Batman and like
Darkseid and
Darkseid's just like they're identical almost. They both have logic.
This atmosphere makes me strong.
The difference is Thanos isn't a douche.
it's
just
not
to
the
be a
atmosphere,
douche.
you idiot. It's the sun.
Son.
It's the sun and the Earth's low gravity.
You know, it's another pretty point that could have happened.
What?
Couldn't go just teleport into a red sun.
He's not smart
He's
enough.
not
to know
smart
that he
enough
can
to
be
know
the
where one
red sun.
is.
That's the thing. Goku's too fucking dumb.
He's too
If he
dumb.
get-
He never gets smarter.
Oh no! If he gets serious, it's like his IQ jumps up like a fuck ton.
And no one's ever asked him, maybe you want to go get your master's degree. You don't get dumbass all the time.
Nah.
What else are you doing?
Again, what I was gonna say is like, yeah, like that's like you can't like I agree with you. I understand what you're saying with the death tolls, but it's also like that can be applied to so many different things besides DBZ. Is where I say like if you say it for this, you gotta say it for this too because it just applies in so many different
What
things.
other show
What other
has
show
a shit
do you
ton of
know?
death tolls other than like Attack on Titan and they get all emotional and weepy-eyed about it every time it happens?
No, I'm saying
They don't get brought
I'm
back
not
to
saying
life.
in that sense, not in the sense of being brought back to life, in the sense of like, oh well, this has no consequence. That's been lots of other things.
Yeah, it's been in
Like,
other things.
other things, but still.
No, I can't think
But
of
this
right
is
now.
an
like,
argument against DBZ.
And there's also this.
particularly.
Like you said, this like DBZ, like a lot of people like copy Goku's character, but that's the thing.
He
DBZ
is the
was
father of many enemies.
DBZ was the original, dude.
It is. That's why
That's why it's
number
the
one.
father.
It's still number one.
Like, the moment that Goku transformed into a Super Saiyan was arguably the biggest moment in anime history.
Then after that, became a rebel.
Like that's what opened Naruto to his Sage mode. That's what opened Yu Yu Hakusho to his demon form.
Oh yeah.
That's what opened Bleach to their transformation. That's what opened Fairy Tail to their transformation.
No, like I said, DBZ was the father of a lot of different things.
And that's the thing. Like that's why.
Like
on the flip side of the coin, he was also the father of a lot of shitty things. So,
but they weren't shitty in DBZ.
They were, well, yeah, I guess.
They were shitty in other shows.
But like I said, DBZ, the work, like I said, other than death not mattering in the irrelevant supporting cast and the ridiculous villains, like twisting villains, like none of those villains, you were ever like, I get where you're coming from. No, oh, you're just like, yeah, you gotta stop it.
But there was always the thing with the villains is I think the villains, Frieza, for example, he was just your classic dick. But there's also the thing, like Frieza was. He's always been raised to be that way. Like it's like that. Like it's been the past 4 too. Like that's like the thing. It's like everything gets inspiration from somewhere. Frieza was like that tyrant dictator that you see in a super dictatorship communist kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then there was Cell. Cell, the reason he was the way he was is because he's not his own person. He's an individual, yes, but he's made up of several different people with several different ideologies.
So several different people end up being a douche.
Yes. Well, I mean, think about it. He's got Vegeta's cells.
That's true. But Vegeta ended up being a good guy.
And he's got Frieza's cells.
Oh yeah, I forgot he did have something.
So if you put Goku, he has Goku cells, Vegeta's cells, Frieza's cells.
Well, where does Goku cells come through?
Well, it's basically Saiyan cells. That's what gives him his drive to fight. It makes him arrogant like Vegeta, and like Goku, where he wants that better fight. That's what happens with him. Boo has no excuse. Boo is a blob of bubblegum that ceases to die.
He's evil. Even though Boo even has an arc of,
although
becoming a good guy.
You would probably like this actually. Like the whole reason Boo was born is Vegeta messed up.
Yeah.
In Dragon Ball Super, like they recently spoiled it. They recently revealed that Trunks. They asked if he beat Majin Buu. He killed Deborah and Babidi and prevented Boo from ever coming into existence. Yeah. Just Trunks in the future did that.
Wow.
Because he got training from the Kais.
Nice.
Super's doing a lot of stuff right, dude.
Is it English stuff?
They're working on it. They're trying as hard as they can.
Well, not saying that.
Yeah.
Like they're trying as hard as they can.
But
I saw Attack on Titan English dub, and I will admit, it didn't help. It's still stupid. It's still a dumbass
at the end of the day,
dude, the manga revealed so many good things. Like it'd blow your mind if you knew.
At the end of the day, I still
like what the
manga is a glorified graphic novel.
It's a comic book.
It's a graphic novel. Let's be real.
Well, comics are technically the comics.
You idiot. Do you know what a comic book is?
Well,
yeah, I know exactly
what is it.
No,
say the definition of a comic book.
I don't know the definition of a comic book.
Graphic novel.
Well,
no, it's not!
Comic books have color. Manga don't.
Graphic novels are thick books. Comic books are strips.
If you go into Barnes & Noble, where do you see the comic books? Graphic novel.
But the
But
manga,
they're not
but the
graphic
manga's on a different
novels.
shelf because if they were the same thing, they'd be on the same shelf.
Technically, well, there's a difference because they're different countries, but they're both technically comics.
Anyways,
one's a color, one's not a color.
I really enjoy Dragon Ball Z.
We still all love
it. It's still a special part in my heart. But there's arguments to be made.
I mean, I'm defending it, so obviously.
It's actually a part in there?
Yeah, it's a part.
It's like a tiny DBZ piece of
all the
flesh.
stuff you say is true, but it doesn't bother me.
There's just parts of that. There's just parts of that show that you sit back and you dwell on it. You're just like, yeah, man, that
maybe that's why I never went back and watched
There's only one thing I've ever hated about Dragon Ball. Only one thing I've ever hated.
Hercule?
I hate Hercule with a passion.
He's just the comic relief.
I hate it when it annoys me all the time. Oh, well, I know your tricks. I'm just like, oh my god.
But the thing is, Hercule is a self-made man.
He can fight.
And he can fight.
He's a rip-off artist.
He can fight, though.
He is, but he's got that whole clever thing going with him when he's a rip-off artist. But he does care about his art. And he has a heart.
I'll give him that.
He has a heart. He cares about people. But
he did help save the world.
He's just,
I like that, weird relationship that him and Boo have.
Yeah,
that was
pretty
kind of
cool.
weird.
I have no problem with Hercule. Ironically.
I get a headache every time he says the trick. It gives me a headache every single time.
I hate it every time when Roshi's a pervert. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Because he's Roshi.
That's Roshi. I guess it's Roshi, dude.
Well,
what? Anybody remember that scene with Bulma went?
Yeah.
And as a kid, no one really knew what was happening. We were just like, what was that?
That's where the bloody nose thing came from. That's where they invented that too.
They can't show this. They gotta go.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
Who bleeds on their nose?
It's comedic. Or it's comedic.
But it's used all the time.
I think their face should get red.
Hey, I mean,
If that.
but imagine if you're so,
Or their
if you're
eyes
so,
just widen.
Look, imagine
Like
if you're so
me.
embarrassed or
Or
something,
your mouth
all the blood rushes to your face, just like,
It's stupid though. That doesn't.
Why would you get so embarrassed that you're a full-grown man?
You're a full-grown man looking at a naked woman. The least
Get
you can do
over
is just widen your eyes. So like,
Grow up.
grow up. Basically, they're all immature. And you keep telling us that Japan is mature about sex. No, they're not. That's not maturity.
well,
That's immaturity.
that's their version of sexual comedy.
I'm not going to
Whatever.
Japan.
I'm not going to Japan either.
Well,
I go on that
Japan is very open when it comes to sex jobs. They're everywhere.
Well,
I've seen pictures. Dude,
we went way off the rails here. Let's stop. Let's stop. We
The
went way off the
nosebleeds.
rails. Let's way off. We're way off the rails here. All right, guys. That's just. It was basically my. This was my idea. This wasn't theirs. It was my idea.
Yeah, it was his idea for us to kill each other.
We didn't murder each other in bloody fashion.
I mean, I accept your.
This should be
points,
like
I
a good
disagree.
thumbnail. Let's all be like choking each other. It'd be like,
I see your points. I agree with them. They don't really bother me that much.
well, you know, that's just you. To us, it they.
Because
When you and Idris tried to argue, we need to turn our brains off and
well,
watch some of
well,
these
that's
anime.
because that's because like you know with
They're
anime,
basically telling us
like-
to become stupid.
no. Here's what it is. Like you guys look at it from too much of a serious angle.
I'm not. It's like
Okay,
I'm
hold on.
not. I'm honestly
Where's my phone?
not.
Hold on. No, that was you.
Oh, that was me.
That was you a little bit.
somebody messaged me. Oh, it was you.
All right, Mr. Turn Off Your Brains. How about this? Why don't you look past this? Can you look past that?
Yes.
You're
Mark
shit.
is with
I think you're
girl
full
with
of
small boobs. She's a nice girl.
I
It's-
mean, I'm like any other man. I'm turned
Turn
on.
off
By,
your
I'm turned on by
brains.
that kind of
This is-
thing. But dude, like after once you've watched anime, you get desensitized to it.
I just can't look past her.
You can't look
There's
past.
just certain things that are just like
You can't look past that. It's right in front of my
But
face.
you know what I say?
What?
Ooh, that's nice. So let's see what's going on here. That's nice. I was like,
He's
dude,
hopeless, Mark. He's hopeless to show. He's hopeless. He's
Mark,
hopeless.
you're a good friend of mine. But when it comes to anime, you're a
You are too beer goggled, man.
You're a little,
no, that's because it's me and Andres have told you it's just a different culture, dude.
I still like it though. What? Like I can't say it like talk so bad. I'm like, I
Yeah,
still liked it. I still
I mean,
liked
like
it.
I thought it was strange at first too. I was like, then after a while, I got a little, it's not that bad actually.
Well, still, I got into it too, and I didn't
I feel like most
evolve past it. I
But-
didn't
but-
evolve
no, because
to
the
go
funny thing, I
past
feel
it.
with you is every time you've watched, you've immediately gone to watch porn after.
But the conversation,
No.
but the conversation isn't about Dragon Ball Z like watching it turn the brain. It's about when you sit back and think about it. it's really.
It's literally like when you watch a bad movie, do you turn off your brain to a bad movie? No, because
No.
it's right in front of
You
your
want me to tell
face.
you one of the biggest points I could make here? When you think Dragon Ball, do you think this makes sense? Do you think, oh well, that's all? You want to go there to see a badass motherfucking fight?
I want to see a badass fight.
But I want to see weight behind a fight. I want to
True.
see.
There is weight.
I want to see
Not
consequences.
really.
Not really. There's no consequences.
Damn it, got blown up, got put back up.
They put back together. Like,
You know how
no.
awesome of a story that would have been with the Namekians not having their own planet, having to figure out a way to,
They kind of showed
But they didn't
that
really, because they ended up going back to their own planet and like,
Yeah.
like it would have been.
See, at least in Naruto, the fights had consequence behind them.
Well, that's because it's a whole different story.
I just hit you.
It was Shonen Jump. Yeah, you did.
I think I did.
Didn't even feel it. Wasting all my bullets.
It's fault.
Just one.
Anyway, guys,
Not-
before we really kill each other, here, let's just end this right here. So anyway, guys, this was an idea I had. I really wanted to express this idea. Well, it started off as just a conversation with
Wait a
me and
minute.
Sean. That's where it started.
You wanted to
Didn't Madara die?
no?
No, technically
I
not.
thought he did.
Actually, yeah, he did kind of die.
One guy came back. Not
At the end of
everybody.
Shippuden, he did technically die.
Okay, one guy or an entire planet.
That still.
And I'm not
argues
talking
your
about
point.
Shippuden. I'm talking about
To
Naruto.
the
as a
littlest
whole.
bit, it still argues your point.
And he's talking about the original Naruto.
I'm talking about the
not
original
Shippuden.
Naruto. Those fights had weight behind them.
I still, Shippuden is a mess.
Well, I'm talking about Naruto as a whole. Even the fight between Sasuke and Itachi had weight behind it. You know, Sasuke had everything to lose,
Yeah,
and so did Itachi.
He died and didn't come back.
And he died, and he didn't. Well, he did kind of come back.
Yeah, wait, but we're gonna have to wait about 500 fillers. That's where
He came back just for like a little bit, but then because of his spirit and shit. Anyway, point being,
Anime about flashbacks.
What about Goku go run on a damn trail the whole time while he's dead?
Snake way.
anyway, guys, let's
Never been finished before. Yeah, until Goku gets that.
Well, we consider
Didn't see that one
Well, I
coming.
mean, the man is fucking superhuman.
He's not even human. He's an alien.
He's humanoid. The Saiyans are a humanoid race. Of aliens.
Mark,
Oh, shut up.
your beer goggles are sickening.
He's Superman.
The Saiyans are a humanoid race of aliens. Much
You know,
like
for a guy who doesn't like Superman so much, you really like
Like Goku.
He's basically Superman.
Basically, Superman wasn't an idiot. I mean, like he was an idiot.
I just feel like there's so much more development behind Goku than Superman, though.
Dude, there's way more. Okay, I'm gonna get into that in another thing. Whole thing. No, you're wrong entirely. But anyway, guys, let's stop before I have an aneurysm.
How about this? At least
No, stop. Let's
the development doesn't make me question what the fuck DC
You
is
just
doing.
say that because you love Goku and
You just
were
say that
so
because you
mad
kicked
you
Goku's ass
lost.
twice.
Twice.
And Saitama.
He walked through his Kamehameha.
As ridiculous as the things that Goku has done, picking up Infinity is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my
We'll
life.
get to that later. We're not talking about this now. We're getting to this later.
Tell me how picking up Infinity makes sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Like I said, we'll get into
I'm a
that.
Marvel guy and it makes sense to me.
Well, all right. How about all right? Yeah, all right. You pick up Infinity when you have no limits of your strength. Basically, you have infinite strength, so you can pick up Infinity.
You have infinite strength for no goddamn reason. The sun is yellow.
If I was Darth Vader,
The sun is fucking yellow.
you're damn right
You don't
the sun's
understand,
yellow.
dude. You
Let me
don't know. You don't. Have you ever read a real Origin Superman comic? Have you ever read one? Then you would know. So shut up. You don't know.
By the way,
You don't know.
in the current comics, he's not that powerful.
He's not even that
Because he has like barriers in his head that someone set up. I think Dr. Fate set up barriers in his head, so he would
Now Goku would kill him.
tap into his
Now,
yeah, when it weakened down.
we weakened down. Basically, I will admit this. It's like Dr. Manhattan going up against the full-fledged.
Which
you know,
don't,
power-
well,
Phoenix.
although I mean,
I
like,
will admit you're right.
we
He
don't
was
know what
dumbed
this is
down
gonna be.
Phoenix.
We don't know what this is gonna be because Dragon Ball was done for a
It's
while,
turning
but
into
after
podcast.
huge fan
Trying to end it.
After huge fan
Keeps
development.
going.
Why would you? You knew this wasn't going to come.
I know, you idiot.
knew
Anyway,
this was
all
gonna-
right, guys. Anyway, what did you think? Do you think DBZ's good? Do you think DBZ's bad? Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Please let us know in the comments below. And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of us in the future. And we will see you on the next one. Goodbye.
Son of a